Welcome to Stayf Doodles. I'm Stayf van de Groot, a Dutch artist, and I'm currently working on a graphic novel which is called World of Whatif, Horus Hippo Returns. And it's a comic or a graphic novel about a cartoon character from the 1920s, and I'm bringing back to life in this story. I already published part 1 of the story, and you can find it on Apple Books, which is called Horus Hippo of the Silver Screen, and you can download it for free. And in this video I'm just going to show you one of the pages I've been working on and just the process of making this page. I'm now working on chapter 2, which is called the Retro Flash, and I published it in 2000, and this is the book which is called Coop and the World of Whatif, the Retro Flash, and it was distributed in the United States. And now I'm going to redraw and rewrite the whole story, and I'm now working on several pages. I'm going to show you some of these pages, and I draw everything in Procreate. And it is about a cartoon character, Horus Hippo, and in Dutch he is called Coop. And in the story he has to change his appearance, and the page I'm drawing right now is going to Max Fixin, and Max Fixin is a makeup artist, and it's derived from Max Factor, and Max Factor used to do all of the makeup of Charlie Chaplin and a lot of the silent film stars. And this is the page I've been working on, and I used a lot of references because this takes place in 1928, and a lot of the cartoons of that time were a parody of the films that were published in that era. I'm just going to show you the time lapse of this page. So for this page I just wanted to find out a device, because Horus Hippo needs to have his face shrunk down, or he has to have a facelift. And I took inspiration from Max Factor, who also had an apparatus. I can show you right here, and I took that as an inspiration for the facelift machine. And this is Max Factor, and he had an apparatus, and it looks quite horrifying, but with this apparatus he could measure a face and then he would apply the makeup. And it was called the Beauty Micrometer. And I also used some inspiration from Metropolis, which was a movie from 1927, for the electrifying chair Horus Hippo is sitting on. So in the beginning I was just exploring different options for the apparatus Horus Hippo would have his facelift with. And here I'm just doing some thumbnails and also sketching out some other panels for the upcoming pages I have to draw. And here I'm doing some designs of Max Fixin. And here I did an isometric perspective just to know where everything is in the room. And I tried some different perspectives, and I just wanted to be very dramatic, so I needed a very dramatic perspective. And the circles around Horus Hippo, these are inspirations from Metropolis. And here I'm just doing the layouts of the page, because it also shows the transformation, but I switched it around, because when you're working on graphic novel you need a tempo for the readers, you know, how they read the story. And I was just still figuring out, you know, how to draw the perspective of this page. Sometimes you know it instantly, but you know, this is just exploring the different options and just to see what the room would look like, because I needed to draw it from different perspectives. And here I'm doing the layout for the first panel. And here Max Vixen will switch on the device, but he first needs to put on the helmet. And I first make a layout sketch, and then I refine it on a different layer. So I use different colors. Most of the time I draw everything in repro blue, and that was the time, you know, when I used to draw on paper. Then you could ink on top of the repro blue, and when you scanned in the page, the blue lines wouldn't appear. And now I'm working on a very extreme perspective, and I'm using the perspective grid in Procreate. And on top of that, in a different layer, I will do the inks for this page. And it's good, you know, to explore things, you know, when you draw in different perspectives and also redraw your character, the final illustrations or the final drawings will become much better. For the less dramatic effect with all the lines, I also use the perspective grid in Procreate just to draw all of these lines. So this is one page of the graphic novel World of Whatif, Horus Hippo Returns. And I will continue drawing the story because it will also have a flip book inside it. So it's going to be a comic and a flip book. And I will show you more of the work I'm doing on this story. I also created posters to recreate the history of Horus Hippo, and it is a fictive story. These posters you can buy on RedBubble, and I'll leave a link below this video. If you want me to do more videos like this, please let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, because each time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Drawing is fun, and practice makes perfect. See you next time. Doodles!